What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad I made it. All right, let's tap into the major energy to see what you need to know right now, okay, collective? I'm gonna try to do a love reading. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, you're good when it comes to love. I feel like your heart space, I feel like you're focused on peace. You just want peace. That's it. I am a being of love and I release all negative. So you are love, basically. You're at peace because you know that you're a loving person. And you don't hold any baggage. You know that you can't hold any baggage because you wouldn't be at peace for one. And you wouldn't really receive any blessings because you wouldn't be at peace because you're holding on to a grudge. That's not you. When it comes to matters of the heart, you're at peace. Like none of your exes get on your nerves. You don't have nothing, you are really at peace. You don't have any bad blood between you or any of your lovers, past, present, or future, right? Okay, so you're at peace. That's great. But you feel guilty. All right, I guess maybe somebody else feels hurt. That's the only way I would see you feel guilty is that you're at peace and then somebody else must be riled up, but guilt is blocking you. So you could be holding on to something that is stifling your soul's growth. You're not growing emotionally. Your soul is not growing because you blocking it off because you feel guilty. You feel guilty that you're at peace. You feel guilty that you're not the problem. Okay? I don't get it, but let's see. You want to feel what this person feels. You actually want that empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So you want to see this other person's side. You want to understand where they're coming from, which is a good approach. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Which is a really good approach. Or maybe you want to tell somebody, like, no, I feel what you feel. You could want to say this, like, no, I love you the same way you love me, or I have emotions the same way you have emotions. You're just at peace. You're not, overly passionate, overly worked up, overly dramatic. You're calm, you're cool, you're at peace. Well, if this person feels lonely, you're at peace and they miss you. They feel like they're by themselves. They're not alone, but it's just like even in a crowd, if you're not around this person, they feel alone. You know what I'm saying? Loneliness has nothing to do with people that's surrounding you or not. You could be by yourself and shoot, have 9 personalities, like, you know, have your ancestors, spiritual friends, whatever the case may be, and be completely happy. Or you could be around a whole bunch of people. And I think my plant needs a little sunshine. That's probably what it is. It's too dark over here. I have a plant and something's going on with it. See my plant? And I think it needs to be in the sunlight. It's turning yellow. I can't keep it over here with me. But anywho, yeah. So, and you could be by yourself and be very much entertained, and you can be around a whole bunch of people and never feel a connection. So that's what this person is truly feeling. They feel lonely without you. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, they love you. There's no emotional block. If there was an emotional block, the emotional block is love. So that's not an emotional block. So the only one that's blocking out love is you, because that pathway is open. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this person, they're not emotionally blocked. They love you. This person has feelings for you. But maybe they want you to lose confidence. Like maybe you want to know everything, or you think that you're a know-it-all, and this person, they want you to doubt maybe their love for you. Maybe you're just too confident, and you're at peace, and you're empathic, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. I know this person loves me, and you're cool and you're calm about it. And this person, like, they feel lonely. So they're like, well, how do you, if you feel the way I feel, how come you don't feel lonely? You could be a hermit. You know how it is. You got things to do. Like, you keep it. You like books. You like to read. Okay, so it's like, so you're at peace. So y'all could be at separation because it's like you're at peace and this person feels lonely and they love you. Or this person can even be around you and they just feel, maybe y'all don't speak when y'all around each other. I wonder what this guilt is. Like, why do you feel guilty? Yeah, I think y'all feel guilty because y'all are separated. That's the only way. Because it's like you feel guilty that you're at peace, but you do have the same emotions that this other person have, but they're lonely without you. And ain't nothing blocking their heart space. They know that they love you, but for some reason they want you to doubt it. They want you to be worried. That's what it is. They want you to be like, oh my gosh, the love of my life, or I love, like, they want you to be passionate or hectic, I'm pretty sure. But it's not, it's like, nah, I'm just cool. If you love me, then, come be with me. Like, you know. So let's see, happiness. That's the strength of your energetic bond. The fact that you guys are happy together. This is true happiness. You don't get this. You don't get this often. Actually being happy, like this is part of your tribe, your little dolphin tribe. And this is like what they call it, sonar. That means like, y'all get each other. Y'all got inside jokes and stuff. Like dolphins speak their little language, or they talk to them, they talk with that little squeaky sound. You gotta interpret and stuff like that. So it's like y'all get each other's jokes. Y'all understand each other's language, and the strength of the connection is the fact that you're aware that being happy means that you're on the right path. That's the strength. So when y'all together and y'all happy, that's the right path. But there's some type of guilt swirling in somebody's energy, like the block is like, I don't know why you feel guilty for being happy with somebody, but that's the strength of your energetic bond, is that you guys are happy together. So regret, somebody has some type of regret. That's the obstacle in this relationship, is that somebody has some type of regret. Like, it could be stemming from your guilt, this regret, something about the past. You got to realize you can't change the past, so just move on to the forward. Like, you're happy together, so that's all you need to really focus on. Why are you looking backwards? Unless this connection ended, and somebody's like, dang, we used to be happy together. Let's see. Humor. You're supposed to learn to laugh at something. Choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You're supposed to learn to take this, I guess, like a grain of salt, humor. Or just be more joyous. Maybe you're walking around all mean and sad because you're feeling a little guilty. I wonder, let me put some tarot. They're supposed to learn how to be confident with success. They're supposed to learn how to be successful. Like, they're supposed to win. So I don't know, maybe if this person loves you and wants to be with you, their energy is supposed to override your energy, because you're really not supposed to be in the energy of guilt. That is a block towards love. That's a block. That's blocking you right now. Maybe you feel like spiritually you're more elevated past this person. So that's why you're blocking out your heart space, because you're like, well, on a spiritual level, we don't have chemistry. But then that defeats the purpose. Because right here, oh, okay, so empathy, and you truly want chemistry. So you may want to feel what this person feels, but you just won't say that. Like, somebody wants to be empathic. Somebody wants to feel what the other person feels, but they won't say. Okay? Or you already feel it and you still won't say, because perhaps on a spiritual level you're like, nah, you're not you're not good for my soul's growth. But this person is coming with love. So, yeah, that's the highest frequency. So there's something about this guilt that is inaccurate, right? Whatever you think is part of your soul's growth, and you probably need to detach from this person because you feel like your soul is not elevating, you must be wrong. And I think that's why this person wants you to doubt yourself, like at least question yourself. You know what I mean? Like, could you just, there's nothing wrong with asking questions, because sometimes we're very adamant and we are very stuck in our philosophies, and that stuff changes over time. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to do what works, but there's always a better way to do something. You know what I mean? Now, this person's supposed to know success. Okay, so this person's supposed to learn to be successful, I guess, with you. So if they're pursuing you, they're supposed to be successful, because it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And that's what this person is bringing you. They're bringing you love. So they know that they're not on the wrong path, because you guys are happy. So they know they're on the right path, and they're bringing love. And that's the way and that's how they're supposed to learn to be successful. You need to stop taking things so serious. Whoever you are, you're supposed to be learning humor. So, that's almost like when you're wrong about something, or just laugh it off, like, oh shoot, I thought you were spiritually dumb. you know, and just laugh, because sometimes we don't like to be wrong or something. I'm gonna put tarot to like really confirm this humor that you're supposed to learn. But yeah, you're supposed to like look at the lighter side of life, focus on that. Now, the outcome looks like service. You're going to be helping this person, or somebody's going to be helping someone. You're going to help them, they're going to help you. The outcome is going to be service. I feel good when I can help others. And the advice is to use your imagination with something. You need to embrace and nourish the creative part of your mind, your imagination, not the rigid part, not the part that's like, black and white. Like, so something is like on a spectrum, something is colorful, something is many. It's not just like one way. You know what I mean? So it's like your philosophy. Somebody needs to learn that their philosophy is changing. Let me see something. Oh, and then we got death at the bottom. So this could be a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So this could have been a story about like a relationship that ended. Um, that could be why there's some regrets. But I think that's the obstacle in a relationship is that somebody is regretful. But let me put some tarot. So maybe you feel like, oh, I'm a being of love. So I'm going to release all negative energy and I'm going to release this person because they're negative energy. You could have felt that way. And now this person is like, they feel lonely without you. Okay? Because you could have thought that this person was negative energy. You said, let me release this negative energy. But then why do you feel guilty in your heart space? So perhaps you didn't do something that you thought was right. Maybe it really wasn't. Because why is there guilt in your heart space? If you really released things that no longer assisted your soul's growth, then it's just because I feel like you released this person just because you wasn't empathic. Because you wasn't open to seeing both sides of the situation. Like you wanted to see both sides, but for some reason you could not see both sides of the situation. You didn't want to see both sides. It happens. Okay, you need to cheer up. All is well. Okay, this person they just have to be successful in some type of way as far as like delivering this love to you. Let's see, or loving you. Maybe loving you was the goal. I knew this person was gonna come out. Why is the first card I was thinking in my mind, but it's in reverse? Challenge tradition. Your personal belief. So you're at peace, but you're at peace with your personal belief that you're being a love and you're going to release all negative energy, but you be releasing people. That's your personal belief, right? Nine of Cups. But I mean, you're the type of person. What blocks you emotionally is you're the type of person who you're good by yourself because you're always wishing and hoping on a star. So you don't have no problem with releasing things that's not on your bucket list. You know what I mean? If it's not on your bucket list of I need to do this, I want to be with this person, they gotta have tall, dark hair, da da da. That's what's blocking you emotionally is that you don't have a problem with sitting alone emotionally until you get exactly what you wish for or prayed for. But what you truly want is like you're not giving to yourself. Like, yeah, there's unrequited love. Like somebody loves you and you don't love them. That's what it is. And that's what you want to say, but you're not going to say that. You can't you don't agree with somebody loving you. Okay, but that's what they were supposed to do though. And yeah, so this person is confused and they're in fear and they feel like deceived and they feel really lonely now. They could be a Pisces. This person wants to reach out to you because they love you, but they're learning to cope without you. And I feel like they got the same hope that you have, but like you could be this person's wish come true and you're still wishing on something else. So this person, they want to tell you that you don't follow through. You must have cut something short. They feel like that's immature of you, and that you don't successfully complete things. Now, the reason why you're happy is because of some type of non-toxic masculinity. So a king of cups is what keeps the connection together. So a male or a Pisces, what keeps the connection together. They make it happy, but that's how they know they're on the right path because they feel happy, they feel good, they feel like this is the right path. They feel like that's where they belong. Their group, when they're with you, they feel like they belong with you. And they feel like non-toxic. They feel like they're emotionally mature and they're very compassionate. This is like a family oriented man. They're not overly emotional, and that's what was keeping the connection together, is that someone is emotionally straight, like they're emotionally mature. Basically, they're not into that toxic stuff. But what's keeping you apart is some type of regret, because somebody may have abused their power. Somebody, the Emperor in reverse, somebody could have just been a tyrant, a bully. So somebody's very regretful for being like a tyrant or a bully, or for abusing their power. Like they may have father issues. They're very rigid. They're not flexible. Somebody could be you or this person. Like somebody's like, it's either my way or the highway type energy. Yeah, so the high priestess is exactly what I said. Spiritually, you be like, no, I'm at peace because I know I'm love and I just cut off negative energy. But then why do you feel guilty? You know what I mean? And you feel guilty because like there's something more you want. So that's why you're good by yourself. But in the spiritual realm, like you cut off this person because of spiritual energy. You know what I mean? And the emotions aren't like requited, unrequited. Am I saying that right? Unrequited. Yeah. Child. Unre, un, I don't know. Unrequited. Anyway, you just don't feel the same way that this person feels. So, yeah. It could have been you abusing your power towards this person because they have deep feelings for you. So you could be regretful for being like really mean towards someone who had really deep feelings for you. It's saying to laugh it off. Okay, just laugh it off because it sounds dreary. It do. It sounds like, dang, somebody loved you, you didn't love them back, and you dissed them hard body, and it was just genuine. That's what it sound like. I don't know why Spirit's saying to laugh it off. So just laugh it off, because maybe it's that bad. It'll bring you down. Page of Swords, malicious gossip. Uh-oh. Oh, two-faced. Oh, you could have been two-faced and laughing and gossiping. Okay. Dang. So you had to learn to be mature. And their lessons is like they have to follow their heart. That's all they, yeah. Dang. So you probably was talking smack, laughing, having malicious gossip, two-faced. Who is watching me right now? I feel like somebody's watching me because this energy looks it looks like it's for a specific somebody. Three of Swords. So now somebody's like crying. Three of Swords. Somebody has a heartache. They're traumatized. They're in sorrow. That's the outcome. That's the outcome. It say I feel good when I can help others, but it looks like nobody's getting no help. It says Dave's stuff. So Dave had to move his stuff out. Yeah. So maybe you didn't help somebody. That's the outcome. You were supposed to help somebody and you didn't help somebody. Your advice is to, um, dang. It says y'all are drifting apart. It says y'all not compatible. There's nothing you could do. If somebody loves you and you don't love somebody, what can you do? It's heartbreak either way. The outcome is going to end up in heartbreak. Whether somebody says it nicely, like, you know what? I just don't feel the same way you feel. I'm so sorry. I enjoyed my time with you. Whether they say it like that or whether they say it in a chaotic way, like, oh, I hate you, get out my life. It wouldn't matter. It's going to end up in heartbreak anyway because it's unrequited love. It's not reciprocated. There's no reciprocity with the love. It's like somebody needs to come to, like, need to focus on that, the fact that there's no compatibility. That's why, like, it doesn't matter how much you love a person, they gotta love you back. They gotta love you back. I thought it was gonna be a happy ending, like y'all could be together, but what's the imagination? I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mind, but y'all not compatible. It's saying, all right, so you're gonna end something, but you need to end it in a way that you're being honest. You're being protective, and maybe a little quirky. Maybe don't not all the way bubbly because you're serious. But at the same time, like, like, it's okay, bud. It's all because it is. It's all right. It happens to the best of us. But this person really came with true love. They were supposed to learn how to use their willpower. I feel like they were supposed to learn how to follow their hearts fully and keep going on their soul mission. So this person may reach out. Oh, they might not. Because, like, there's a block. Like, they love you, but they're trying to learn to cope without you. Because you're wishing on a star, though. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Make your next move your best move, but it wasn't with this person. They didn't complete you with the Ten of Cups. So now you have to come to the realization that, I don't know, there's a lack of understanding. Like, somebody doesn't get it. Somebody just still doesn't get it at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you guys are drifting apart. Let's see. Workaholic. You are not focused on no emotions. You're focused on your coin. But you're working OD though. You know what I mean? So basically, if you're a workaholic, you're trying to mask, you know what I'm saying, how you feel. Somebody's trying to work over how they feel. And what's blocking them is maybe some type of like imbalance, unfairness, some marriage going wrong. Somebody could be married. Somebody could be working a lot because somebody else is not giving them no time. Perhaps they're married to someone else, but there's no balance. So what's blocking somebody's heart space is like the connection is unfair. So you're choosing to work instead. You're choosing to get your money, get your coin. Now, what you truly want is for this person to be sad and hopeless, right? You want somebody to be sad and hopeless without you, but you're not going to say that. You may want somebody to feel freaked out and spooked, be upset, right? You want somebody to feel some type of way. How the person feel, they feel impartiality as well, but they're still moving forward. They feel the same thing that you feel or whatever's blocking your heart, that imbalance, but they're still going forward with it. Maybe they're trying to get karma. You could be trying to work over your feelings. They're trying to get karma. You could be trying to talk. You may want to talk to this person, but you rather work. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna work. This person is following the Most High God, so that's why they're able to carry whatever this is. That's why they're able to That's why they're still balanced. Forgiveness. This person forgave you, so that's why they're balanced. Cause they already, there's no block in their heart space. They already forgave you, but you want this person to be miserable, and this person wants you to be happy. This person wants you to be joyous. This person ain't wishing nothing bad on you, but you wishing something bad on them. And this person is wishing you nothing but joy, light, peace, abundance. This person don't want nothing but peace and reconciliation and for things to be balanced out. Like they're carrying all the weight on their own. And then whatever that weight is blocking your heart. There's an imbalance in your heart. Like your heart is not lighter than the feather. You may want to take karma into your own hands or something like that. But there's a chance of you starting over with this person. Renewal. And that's what's keeping the connection together, is the fact that there's something brand new about it. But the problem is a key. Somebody wants a key. Somebody wants access. Somebody wants like full access. That's the obstacle. And somebody wants a key to somebody's house or a door. That's the problem. Insecurity. You're guarding the hell out of your heart. I don't know if you're supposed to be doing this. You're learning this, but that's what you're learning. You're learning to guard the hell out of your heart, not to just let evil things come into it or tap into your heart space. And they need to learn to listen to God, because there's a lot of confusion around this person. Both of y'all, it looks like y'all fighting your own demons and y'all trying to come together. you know, but yeah, this person has a lot of people around them that's giving them bad advice, leading them the wrong way. And you got to have discernment about who to guard your heart with and who not to. Now, self-worth. You think you're better than something and you're good and you're right. All right, whatever this, somebody's like overly working because their heart space is imbalanced and they want you to be miserable. You're taking your heart space, you're balancing it out. You know what I mean? You don't forgave this person and you want everybody to be happy. Something is whispering into this person's ear. Because there's still room for this connection. It says renewal. So I feel like there's still like the connection is still there, or there's potential for it to be rebuilt, to be salvaged. But the problem is somebody wants something too personal. They want the key to something. They want, you know what I mean? Something that's too private. Anyway, you're going to see your self-worth. Yeah. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm worth a throne. I have a throne. I have a kingdom. It's like you're going to see some type of self-worth. You're going to know that you're more than whatever maybe somebody's offering you, but you still have to make some type of decision. Even though there's like one decision. It's either you go left to where the grass is dried up, or you go to the right. You're on some type of mission. I know that. Like, this is not just any daily old life thing. This is something huge. But let's put some tarot and see if we could get a little deeper. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a decision, but it's only one right. That's what it is. There's only one right decision, not two. And you're going to have to make it. Okay, maybe it's either you sit at a throne alone, okay, or, you link up with gratitude with someone. That's what I'm feeling. But let's see what the tarot is saying. Okay, so you could be a Scorpio, but you are focused on a new beginning. You're like, okay, well, that's over. I ended it. It's ended. It's dead. It's deaded. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to transform. I'm about to get this bread. I'm about to get this money. I'm focused on creating. I'm focused on me, making stuff happen. And you're trying to make a powerful movement forward. Like, yeah, I'm about to get this coin. But what's blocking you is that you got too much shit to do. You are like overwhelmed. and you're spreading yourself too thin. And it's like it's because of your heart space. You're imbalanced in your heart space. So you're not really channeling and finding out what your body wants, what your spirit wants, what your soul wants, because you're worried about being bankrupt, or you're worried about your finances, you're worried about not having no money. But then that worry, or you, I don't know, overworking is not good. It's saying that overworking is going to bring you financial stress. Work, but don't overwork. And then, yeah, you have a choice to make. Because it's saying, like, you want to see the truth. But the truth is, like, there's no right path. Wow. Yeah. The truth is that, yeah, there's no right path. So, any way you go, there's, or, well, whoever you are, you want to see somebody unhappy. Okay, so yeah, you want somebody to be stuck, or you want somebody to be paralyzed. You want someone to be stuck. You don't want this person to make choices and stuff like that, whoever you are. And then you overworking and it's not bringing you no money because you just hustling, you back and forth, you everywhere. You're overwhelmed, you're spreading yourself too thin, and you're financially stressed because you're trying to overwork on top of your heart space. And you about to bring yourself to the brink of death because you're trying to overwork past some type of love situation. But you want this person to see the truth. You want this person to feel like there's no right path, like, but it's like you want this person to be sad, to come back to you, or be miserable. Like you want this person to feel like they can't make, you don't want this person to move on. That's crazy, but you're trying your hardest to move on. Now this person, they're balanced and they're very unsocial, so they don't even talk to people. They be canceling plans, and this person, they may be a bad friend. This person may not even be a good friend. You know what I mean? They're balancing things out, yes, and they want you to be happy and they're forgiving you. But maybe they come off as a bad friend. You know, some people aren't good friends. That don't mean they're not good people, but maybe they're just not good friends. Like they don't remember your birthday. You know, like your birthday's when? That don't mean they don't love you. Just some people just don't remember things like that. It says a bad friend though, so I guess a bad friend would forget your birthday. But yeah, this may be the type of person that's like they're not really social. They're unsocial. They don't like to be in a group. They don't like to be in a crowd. They don't like to be in a gang. They don't want to be in a third party, nothing like that. So that's why this person is balanced in their heart space because they may not even like people, or they may not like groups, or they may not like don't want to be in a third party situation. All right. The high priestess, yeah, this person is very intuitive, so they already done forgave you because this person has sacred knowledge. This is a divine feminine, and they tapped into their unconscious mind, so they're not blocked. They already done forgave you for whatever y'all went through. Justice, and they want you to have peace. They want you to be at justice. They know the truth. This person know the truth. You trying to block them, and you trying to block them, or you want them to be blocked. And they want justice for you though. They want your heart space to be balanced. They want you to get what you deserve. So you wishing bad on somebody else wish that you get what you deserve. Okay? You see that? You wishing somebody gets something that they don't deserve because your heart is imbalanced. So you're gonna think that way. Cause your mind ain't right. So you're gonna think that way. You're gonna think, damn, I hope this person get hurt. Cause you off. Your heart space is off. Okay? It happens. It's normal. All right? You know, where people just get, oh my God, I hate him so much. I hope he get hit by a bus. You know, some people really, but I don't feel like it's malicious like that. I feel like somebody's really just trying to master emotions. So they wishing bad. Somebody's hurt. This person is hurt. And maybe the other person's not hurt. So that's what makes it hurt even worse. It's like, come on, we're not even sad together. Or no husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend thing. Like we supposed to be missing each other. It's like, it's a no. You're just, somebody's a divine feminine. They don't have emotions like that. They listen. They're more obedient to the Most High God. They're more obedient to their spiritual life, and they just tap into their unconscious mind. So they tap into the unknown, the deepest parts, straight to God, to find out what to do. And they just wishing you the best, that you get what you deserve. Like, you get what I'm saying? You reap what you sow. So if you are genuine, this person's hoping you find genuine love, or something like that, or you get exactly what you deserve. They hope you get justice. They hope you're happy that you get justice. You find, like, maybe you get married. Like, this person's not wishing bad on you, but you're wishing bad on somebody. Whoever this is, I don't know. I don't know who's who. The top or bottom. You are the top or bottom. The top, y'all got anger issues. The bottom, y'all are straight. So just figure out who you are. But yeah, so it's gonna lead somebody, I guess, to be by themselves. Ooh, Page of Cups. But somebody's like childish. Maybe they feel like you're childish. Cause somebody, maybe you're emotionally immature because you just want to sit on your throne alone. I don't know. It's saying that somebody's like, the outcome is you're gonna be childish. You're gonna be sitting on your seat, just childish, sitting on your throne alone. I don't know. Yeah, this person wants you to worry. You're gonna start feeling some type of anxiety because of a decision that you have to make. And this person don't want you to make it. They don't want you to move forward. They want you to feel like everything you do is going to be messed up. So they may be trying to send you into a state of depression, into a state of feeling like really hopeless. Somebody wants you to think like there's no way out. That's interesting. Oh, I think I skipped something. I skipped something, y'all, but I guess it went like that on purpose. All right, so you need to learn that somebody's not a divine masculine. This is not your divine masculine. You may be a divine feminine, but this is not your divine masculine. You need to learn that. Or yeah. You also need to learn that whatever you believe in, other people don't believe in that stuff. Other people don't believe in that stuff. You be talking whatever you be talking about. You know how we be talking about over here in the spiritual community. Other people don't believe in that stuff. This is like a regular person. Like, somebody's a regular. They're like, they definitely only pay attention to what they can see. So if you talking all that spirit, they don't know anything else. If you're not talking about Christianity and the regular God that was indoctrinated, this person don't know what you're talking about. You just going against tradition. You just unorthodox. You know what I mean? And you need to learn that they're right. This is not commonly taught. Like, what you're teaching is not commonly taught. So they rather go to the indoctrination, what the pastor says. What's common, what's mainstream. It's mainstream to go to a church, but it's not mainstream to go to, like, some type of temple or something like that. Like, they just want to do what's mainstream. They only understand the mainstream knowledge, the commercial stuff. Yeah. And this person needs to, yeah, they're going to be held up. They need to learn, I guess, a sacrifice. No, not the sacrifice. I feel like they need to learn that the reason why they're not making any moves is because of some confusion. Like, whatever this confusion is and a stagnation, they're in it and they're trying to project it onto you, like, oh, not like they're stuck, but they're trying to say, nah, we stuck. No, we not stuck. We not nothing. Like, you know what I mean? So this person is trying to, and it's because somebody's in their ear or something. There's some confusion. There's somebody in their ear, and it's causing them to be stagnated. So they're trying to come and spit that same indoctrination to you to stagnate you, and it's like a no. It's like a no. It's a no for me. Four Wands. This home, I'm seeing like two people getting together, celebrating. All right, so maybe you have a choice. Your choice is to be childish and to sit on your throne by yourself. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Be childish and sit on your throne by yourself, or to gather up with somebody, be great, have some type of gratitude, be grateful, and click up in unity or something like that. Choice is up to you. But one of these paths is nourishing, and the other path is not. So let's find out what these two paths are, okay? And which one is nourishing and which one is not. So let's start with the path that is not nourishing, like the path that you should not take. And then we're going to go with the path that is nourishing, the path that you should take. Okay, so let's start with the path that you should not take. All right, discovery. So this has something to do. What is going on here? So this looks like a dream world. This looks like somebody is praising something. An ancestor. Somebody has a really big nose. Oh my God. And the path to go on is what? This sounds crazy. All right, let's see if I can explain this. Because these look like it's switched up, but it's not. So let me just get what's going. You need to not be so adamant about, I don't know, somebody may hear voices or something. Somebody may be schizophrenic, and maybe they hear voices, and maybe they pick a voice and they go with it. Don't do that. Don't pick any voice. That's the most that I could do. That's the most I'm getting. Like somebody is schizophrenic, or schizoaffective. Like they're schizophrenic, maybe with paranoia. Something in the mental is going on to where, even if this is not voices, right? Even if it's like actual people, which is not really looking like actual people, it's just looking like thoughts and voices, right? So let's just go on all different uh, versions, right? So let's say this is a person, like someone is giving you bad advice to confuse you, right? But it's like you kind of worship this person, okay? And you should not do that. What you should do is take these things lightly, or like, how they say, read many books or something like that. Like just maybe ask around, but don't just take the advice of one person. Don't just worship one person. Don't do that at all, because like there's confusion around someone, and you need to learn to discern like either the people that's around you or the voices that you're hearing, or who's God. Like somebody needs to discern who God is, because they worshiping somebody that's not God, and you need to stop. It's a voice. It's a voice or something like that, and you need to stop and think like when this voice says, "Oh, pick up a pencil and draw on the wall." Stop and think like, what? Yeah, you need to learn how to reject these voices or these people giving you advice, Because it's like a whole bunch of people saying a whole bunch of different things, or it's a whole bunch of people saying the same thing. You need to stop and really contemplate. This man is contemplating. He's thinking. He's not just listening like, okay, nobody's even there. That's why I'm like, I don't even think these are people. But this could be like conversations or something like that. I don't even think these people, because these cards got people in it. These cards got people. These is voices or something. Yeah, these are higher. That's to indicate some type of higher energy. So it's like somebody is surrounded with like maybe spirits. Somebody could be surrounded by spirits. Because this is all spirit. This don't look like people to me. So and then one of the spirits, they worship in that one. Oh, the spirit, I'm picking up, the spirit is wise. This is not even a spirit. Something that you're worshiping is not even an angel. It's posing as an angel, but it's not. Holy shit. I never seen that. This somebody works, it's something, this may be a dead person. A dead spirit. Somebody could be doing necromancy, tapping into dead spirits, because this is not an angel. I thought it was an angel. It's not. This is not an angel. That's a regular person. Look, see when I cover this up? Hold on. See when I cover that up? This person ain't got no wings. That's a regular person. These wings come from this owl. That's an owl. Oh shoot, I'm just now seeing this. This ain't even no angel. So that's why you worshiping something that's not even an angel. It's not, whatever it is, it's smart though, because the owl is on top of his head, so he's smart. But nah, that's not, Yeah, you need to start questioning all them voices, all them, whatever the hells. Oh, child. Because it's sending you into a state of confusion. And they're trying to wrap around you, keep you stuck and stagnant. And that same person trying to keep somebody else stuck and stagnant with their mindset. Yeah, somebody trying to plant a mindset onto somebody else, onto a high priestess. And the high priestess is like, nah, I forgive you for trying to feed me that bullshit. But nah, that's not what I subscribe to. This is what we doing over here. You know what I mean? Like in a Christian home, they might say, oh, the indoctrinated Christians, oh, just, forgive this person and let them still stay in your house, or stay married to them. Stay married to this person, even though they done stole from you, and you know what I mean? And no, people have to learn to distance themselves. You got to learn to be on punishment. God punish people. Okay? It ain't just about being a doormat, and that's what fail to realize when it comes to Christianity. They tend to be a doormat. No, ain't nobody a doormat, and that's your own personal beliefs. Like, you're not a doormat. Doormat. You don't care. People will suffer. People will suffer. They will suffer and be in relationships with people because they feel obligated, and they will never go to where they're happy. You know what I mean? Like, some people will be like, well, I just, especially men, be like, well, I gotta stay with my wife and kids because I'm obligated, but they're not happy. You're dead. You know what I'm saying? No offense to anybody, but that's real. Like, people rather be obligated, like 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 that's a job, and instead of going to where they're happy. So you're not getting 100% of a person. I wouldn't want somebody to, and that's how that other person felt. Like, they want that person to be happy. Like, I want you to be joyous. Go, even if it's not with me. That's rare to think like that. Everybody don't think like that. I want you to be happy even though it's not with me. No, people like, I want you to be happy with me, and that's it. And that's the only way you're going to be happy, and you're going to be sad without me. That's how people want. But no. No. So if somebody listening to spirits, they need to stop. Somebody's a divine feminine, they listening to the Most High God. So this person is being confused when it comes to relationships and how to treat people. So they don't even know how to treat you because they got some type of spirit near them. What they need to do is question all them thoughts, especially when it's blocking their creativity. Like, hold on, this feels like a distraction. This person falls into need to stop being distracted. They need to reject them voices or reject that advice, reject all that them opinions. Go straight for reading the Bible for yourself too. Stop being indoctrinated because some people was wrong. All these years they be wrong. Don't even read the Bible. You got to read it for yourself in order to understand it. Can a pastor come and bake your cake? No. Who bakes the cake? You. How do you bake it? You look at the back of the box and you read the instructions, right? Just like any person that could read. What makes anybody else have any authority to read the Bible over you? It's the same words, same instructions, just in Shakespeare, just in the old language. It's the same thing with baking a cake. Even if they say, thouest breaketh two eggs, it's still the same. You're still going to read it and break 2 eggs. So if you could read instructions to bake a cake, you could read instructions of the Bible for yourself and bake a cake. You don't need a chef to come in to help you, you know what I'm saying, bake a cake. It's instructions on the side of the box. Same thing with the Bible. Instructions that you read for yourself. The pastor's not going to come to your house and bake your cake. You got to read them instructions and bake the cake. The pastor's not going to save your soul. You got to read that Bible and save your own soul and do what God wants you to do, because these people don't know we're all dumb. That's all I can put it as. We all dumb. For years and years, we be going by certain philosophies until we figure out, like, oh shit, and that's the joy of learning, because it don't never stop. You'll be 70 years old finding out new stuff, and it pisses me off because I be feeling so betrayed in life. You know what I mean? It's like finding out Santa Claus is not real over and over and over and over again, but as an adult, you know what I mean? Like, damn, what else? What's the other lies? What else? What else? I'm just going to create my own community, and that's what people is really out here doing, creating their own communities. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? No, that's everything. All right, I'm going to see you guys another. Let's see. That's been the end of the reading. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me see who we have here today. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Arpita. Thank you, Fred George. Thank you, Mr. Finessin. Thank you, guys. And I hope you all gain some type of clarity, understanding, and a little bit of peace as well from the message. Also, if you want to tap into my spiritual boutique, you can find all like your basic healing needs, right? All your basic spiritual needs that will assist you in healing yourself, right? They'll be handled all in my spiritual boutique. The link is in the bio. And mostly, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I am out.